CinemaCon 2024 was a success, especially for Marvel Studios, which presented us with 9 minutes of scenes from Deadpool and Wolverine. There were lots of jokes, lots of satire. It's Deadpool as we know him, and in this video, I'm going to give you a complete description of how these scenes went. Welcome back to Nerds Insights, your daily nerd news channel. If you're not familiar with CinemaCon, it's simply the biggest event in the Hollywood film industry, which has been taking place in Las Vegas since 2011. It started this past Monday, April 8th, and ends this Thursday, April 11th. After the main studios in the market have made their presentations, the CinemaCon trailers are not open to the public, unlike other events like CCXP or Comic-Con, because CinemaCon is more focused on the industry and business, so you won't find them on the internet. However, some people who were there have provided a complete description of what happened, the dialogues, the scenes. So I gathered all of that here and put together this very detailed text to tell you what happened with Deadpool and Wolverine at CinemaCon 2024. So go ahead and hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel because we have nerd information every day. The 9-minute sequence begins with Wade Wilson getting ready to sell cars. He wears a wig and is inside a minivan with a family. Wade answers questions with swear words and the mother asks him to watch his language. The protagonist apologizes and explains that, even though he tried hard, he doesn't have children. The scene cuts to Deadpool talking with friends in the company's locker room, saying that he has already retired and no longer wants the hero life. He is now on the sidewalk and sees someone taking his picture and becomes suspicious. The next scene is set at a party, the same one we saw in the trailer. Everyone is present and we see Deadpool talking to each of the characters. The jokes are adult, with lots of swear words and references to hotter things, if you know what I mean, but in the same witty tone as the previous films. Colossus from the X-Men appears at the party, as does Negasonic. The blind girl asks for some illegal white powder that makes you a bit crazy, which you must understand what it is, and Wade says he doesn't have any. We see one of the friends with piercings on his chest and in another more sensitive place as well. Wade meets Vanessa and there is still some awkwardness between them since they are separated. Nevertheless, there is still a romantic atmosphere. Then, it's time for the birthday celebration and Wade gives a speech thanking everyone and expressing how happy and proud he is to be with all the people he loves. When he blows out the candle on the cake, the AVT knocks on the door. Wade thinks they are dancers and tells them to get ready because he wants to be kissed. The jokes continue and the character is then kidnapped by the TVA. The next scene cuts to Deadpool at the table, already at the agency. Wade is with Paradox, who says that the AVT is a kind of agency that takes care of timelines. At this moment, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and says that this is too much exposition for a third movie in a franchise. They then begin to walk around the agency and Paradox says that Deadpool is special and that only he can save the universe. Deadpool then asks if he's going to have to go to Marvel and join the MCU. He sees on the screens the Avengers, including Captain America and Thor, who can be seen in action alongside Deadpool himself in scenes displayed on the screens. Wade then says that he is like a Marvel Jesus and asks for the movie to stop. The protagonist takes the microphone, insults Fox, and breaks the camera with his head. Next, Reynolds' character asks for a new uniform and appears with adamantium katanas. Following this, several action scenes are shown with the illustrious presence of Deadpool and Wolverine. Next to Logan in a car, Deadpool scoffs at his uniform and asks if it was the X-Men who sent it, because that's not what friends do, as he looks like a fan of the L.A. Rams, which is a football team from California. The two characters exchange insults and we see more action scenes to close, with glimpses of the villains and Deadpool, once again, making use of his adamantium katanas. Guys, look at how much information was packed into just 9 minutes. I swear I would love to be at this event, but unfortunately, it's a closed event. But in just 9 minutes, there was so much information, so many scenes, all well described, all fitting well with what we saw in the trailer and with the movie's concept. I'm telling you, this movie is going to save Marvel's Phase 5. You can trust me. After the movie comes out, you can come and ask me about it. This movie is going to be the best movie of Marvel's Phase 5. At first, I was worried about there being too much information in just 9 minutes, but if you think about it, there aren't actually that many scenes. Here, we're writing more dialogues, more actions, more the scenes themselves than general events. So we have more or less what we had already seen in the trailer, just a bit more detailed, and instead of having several cut scenes, we were able to watch everything in sequence, just like it will be in the movie. So no worries. I'm 100% hyped. What about you? Are you hyped? Are you looking forward to watching this movie? Then do the following: subscribe to the channel with the notification bell activated because we'll have a lot more news about Deadpool and Wolverine. as well as the nerd universe. Here you stay informed. See you later, alligator.